right, more news coming in as far as the elections in Jammu and Kashmir is concerned. NC Congress alliance, it seems, is in a bit of a trouble here as part of the last-minute attempts to salvage the situation. Congress troubleshooters from Delhi have arrived in Srinagar right now. The meeting is underway as we speak between the National Conference and the Congress at the Srinagar Hotel. Salman Khurshid, K.C, Venugopal, Tariq Kara and Ghulam Ahmed Mir are part of the Congress team, while Provisional President Nasir Sogami is leading the delegation of the National Conference. What about the alliance? Is it working? Is it not working? Are they going to be going in for the polls together? All of these difficulties and discussions right now being in fact discussed in this meeting that is being held in Srinagar as we speak. Essentially, this is a meeting between the National Conference and the Congress party. I'm going to go straight across to Mir, who's getting in more details on that. Mir, get us the inside track of what's really going on just ahead of elections as far as the alliance between the National Conference and the Congress is concerned.
Well, yes, these are last-minute attempts, frantic attempts by especially the Congress to salvage this alliance. Now, we know, as has been reporting since morning, Salman Khurshid, K.C, Venugopal have arrived from Delhi as troubleshooters. And in fact, India Today, TV Today Network exclusively spoke to Salman Khurshid. He said that they are here and they're hopeful of finding a meeting ground. There are certain seats at certain numbers where there is a disagreement, but they will find a middle path, and they were hopeful of salvaging this alliance. Now, I can tell you that both the leaders have now gone to the Farooq Abdullah's residence. They'll meet the Abdullahs in a bid to save this alliance. The issue is about certain seats, at least 8 to 10 seats, especially in Kashmir, where they're not being able to find a middle ground. There are leaders on both sides who are adamant that these seats should not be part of the alliance. They should fight on their own because both parties think that they are confident and they have strong candidates on those seats. And that has also led to a kind of internal rebellion, especially in the National Conference. So this is all happening, but in the next couple of hours it will be clear which way this alliance is going, whether it will go ahead, whether it will be saved or they'll part ways, because tomorrow is the final day of nominations for the first phase, and by this evening they have to iron out these differences or this alliance is not happening.
All right. Be with us, Mir Farid, getting in those details. Senior leader of the Congress party, Salman Khurshid, has also responded. Let's take a listen.
If I have some answers, can we have a couple of questions? You can have a couple of questions if I have some answers to give. I'm going to seek answers.
Right, sir. Basically, I'm still hopeful that it will happen.
I wouldn't be here if I wasn't hopeful.
Right.
And if our leadership was not hopeful, we would not be here.
Right, so but where this thing stuck, because Farooq Abdullah made a big announcement, it's going to happen, and then suddenly...
So if he announced it will happen, it will happen. No problem.
Right. So you're still hopeful that you will find a meeting?
Yeah. Don't you see that we are hopeful? We are all hopeful. Tell you. Sir, now you and K.C will go. आप अगर थिंक से डिस्कस करोगे, बट एटलीस्ट वहाँ पर आप रहोगे तो यूपी आप जैसा बताएंगे आप बात करें. आप कॉल पे रहोगे ना? हाँ, मैं तो कॉल पर भी रहूँगा. नहीं कॉल पे मतलब प्रेजेंट रहोगे तो आप दोनों बात कर लीजिए. आप जाइए, वो ढूंढ रहे थे. ठीक आप कहें. Okay.
Right, sir. So is it about certain seats that are मतलब दोनों साइड अभी उनमें मीटिंग ग्राउंड नहीं पा रहे हैं?
दोनों बात करें. नंबर्स जी, नंबर्स, एंड इफ नंबर्स agreed, then which ones?
Okay.
So it is a bit of both, but first is numbers.
Right. So since you have basically a bigger agenda, it's like India Alliance. Right, sir.
Yeah.
So since you one last question, sir. Since you have a bigger agenda, India Alliance and National Conference is basically restricted about Jammu and Kashmir. So are you ready to play as a bigger partner, take a few steps back?
Partners. We want to be partners, not bigger.
Equal partners.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. So that was Salman Khurshid, and while speaking to India Today, making it clear that National Conference and Congress are trying to find a meeting ground. Of course, Congress wants this alliance, but as he said, on equal terms. There is no question of a bigger or smaller partner, but they want on equal terms. Our sources say there are 8 seats, at least, that the Congress wants from Kashmir, but the National Conference is adamant that it's not going to be 8, but less than that. So they're trying their best to find a meeting ground, and National Conference and Congress to meet shortly in Srinagar as they try the last bit to salvage this alliance which has hit roadblocks just a day before the filing of nominations, or the last date of filing nominations for the first phase. With Campus and Tariq Loan, meet for Srinagar for India Today.